Hello, everyone, and welcome to Burn the Ship, the podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to go all in on their business, and we connect them with the business owners that can help them get there. Today, we have a special guest. We have Miss Wanda Pearson. She is with Legal Shield, but she has so much stuff going on. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh my God, Roger. Thank you so much for having me back on Burn the Ship, MP Group.
Yes.
I am so excited. When I retired from IBM after 36 years, I brought my corporate as well as my social work background into doing Legal Shield as our business. So what I do, I got out in the community, helping people, get connected with our Legal Shield and small business. But what I've been doing is actually, God has been taking me to different levels that I never knew that I would get to. So, you know how you say, I never do never, I never say never, I never do never? But he said, oh, yes, you will. And he has just brought me into being able to be an author now.
Awesome.
An author, my first one, actually, I always say Audacity to Shine.
Audacity to Shine, let's show them there.
Yes, Audacity to Shine is one of my books, and it's actually on my website as well as another book that I collaboration on the impact of one voice.
Okay.
Now I'm writing my own story from the Audacity to Shine. That's my triumph to, and I always forget the name of it, but it's my own third book that I actually have, and I have in the description as far as that. I'm writing that should be out in 2023. So I have a book club now.
Okay.
That I'm doing this on my website, but also what he has brought me to the next level of my life is helping small businesses, because that's always been my desire when I left IBM. I need to help small business, but families is always my passion.
Okay.
Making sure you got your will done, make sure you got your estate planning done. But now it's about creating my own Wanda Pearson Associates, which I have created, LLC. And what I'm doing now is actually a new marketing to help small businesses to get set up the right way. So I call it a 5M system, a 5M method.
So 5M method.
5M method,
Okay.
which is meeting of the marvelous minds, mindset, passion, your passion. I always ask people, what is your passion? How do you get, the business you're in, is that something that you want to be in for the rest of your life? Do you wake up and jump out the bed and say, oh, I got my business here? So that's something that I actually coach them with, as well as measurable goals. You got to have goals, SMART goals, right? Mind your store. How are you going to, what resources do you have? How are you going to finance that business and legally finance that? And that's where my services come in as well. And the marketing.
Okay.
How are you going to get your clients? So with that is something that I I've been doing it all along.
Right.
But I consolidated it to really do that 5M method that I'm actually on YouTube. I have several videos to actually help you get to that step and just connect with me.
And where on YouTube, what's the channel name?
WD Pearson Associates.
WD Pearson.
WDP. Yeah, WD Pearson. Yeah.
Okay.
Pearson Associates. You see me on there.
Okay. Now, with Burn the Ship, the purpose of what we do this for is to help our entrepreneurs along their journey. Now, you just shared with us 5 different ways. Can we dive into one of those that you can share with us about, that maybe they can hear your story and it can help them get over the hump? Which one would you like to talk about?
Well, the one about the meeting of the marvelous minds. So a lot of times we are stuck in our mindset, right? We don't know what we want to do. So you get your business, it can be brick and mortar, home-based business, but is it really what you want to do? So I really kind of talk with them and say, and I'm going to bring it into my other thing as far as the passion. The passion, which I'm passionate about anyway, as far as helping people to be able to be successful. Now, a lot of times in my experience, I did my own LLC. I didn't realize that Legal Shield can do the LLC, where the attorney does everything. I made mistakes. So for my mistakes, I want to make sure that you don't make mistakes. So I help a lot of people. I've actually already helped a lot of people get their LLCs, which include our membership with the home-based business or brick and mortar. So helping them be successful in their business to get there. How do I get get the finances, and also do helping people get their finance, get loans through another company that I'm with. So I partner with a lot of different people.
Okay.
Everything that I'm doing, I take them to that level, and if it's something that I need to bring one of my partners in then I bring my partner in to help them to be that successful small business.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like you help them to actually build a foundation or a structure.
Absolutely.
A lot of
Yeah.
times, these business owners are great at whatever it is they're due. So let's just say they're an electrician.
Right.
So they're great at doing the wiring aspects of things. But when it comes to, all right, how do I make sure that I have my taxes in order, or make sure that I have my
Absolutely.
marketing in order? They don't really know those things. And that's what you're doing with your new
Absolutely.
business.
Absolutely. Being in compliance.
Okay.
Yes, definitely getting that structure together because, like I said, the LLC, making sure you got the right structure. We may not have the right structure. You may say, "Oh, I already have this," but let me tell you, when you actually have your own business, especially if you're doing a home-based business, you definitely need to separate your business from your home.
Okay.
Because the IRS can come and take everything that you have.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So so making sure they're in compliance as far as their taxes. You find a lot of accountants that say, "Do you have your LLC?" So having that in place makes a big difference as far as being successful, but also to make sure that you got everything lined up.
Okay. Okay. Now I want to go back into the mindset part because again, having the structure of the business, totally understand that. When I have talked to a lot of business owners, they're always looking at, oh, this is going to be bad, or things aren't looking good. We can use from COVID to now inflation. It's always those, oh, woe is me type things. What are some of the things that you do to help keep a positive mindset going through the business?
Well, I talk to people through their journey, what they're doing. And a perfect example actually is my husband, who had his business for 25 years before we moved here to Atlanta. It was not easy for him. He has his ups and downs. So we're going to have our ups and downs. Everything's not going to be perfect. But just sticking with it to be able to get through those rough times. I mean, I always say we always have trials and tribulations, but you have that tribulation to get through to help you to be successful in there. So I encourage people. I make sure that and I actually had a client that I just signed up, and she said, well, I retired, but sometimes I don't feel like doing anything. Well, I feel the same way. I want to sit on the couch and go look at Hallmark movies.
Yes.
But I know in the end, in order to be successful and to have my legacy, our legacy, you have to think about your future. Well, how you can make your business grow.
Right.
How you can create your own business. How you can get to the next step. So that's why I'm there. I mean, that's why I guess that social work God put me into. I try to encourage people.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing because I was just having a conversation with someone before we got together today, and they were talking about how the thing that a lot of people stop, like they hit that bump, and then they stop. Yeah. And then we came to the consensus that successful people, they just never stop.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, hey, I might have taken this loss, or this may have happened. Yeah. Something totally out of my control happened.
Yeah.
But the biggest difference for those people who are successful is they just didn't stop.
Yeah.
So it seems like that encouragement that you share with those small businesses can help them to continue to go.
Well, I'm going to tell you, one of the things that actually made me not want to stop when I retired from IBM. I didn't have the age, but I had the years. But when I went to visit my father, and my father was a regional sales manager for Gillette and Miles Laboratories, and he was always my hero. So when I saw him in the nursing home with dementia, and I looked at him and I was like, oh, that hurt, because I'm daddy's little girl.
I understand.
That hurt me so bad that I knew when I came back, and he died right before I got home.
Okay.
So that was another bump here. That's when I got into BNI. BNI showed me how to network. Well, when they showed me how to network, I started getting out there, and I didn't stop. I was just telling the young lady, I said, I didn't stop because I thought about what he went through. Because when you stop, that bump in the road, you don't want to go back. So you don't want to stop. You want to keep going because, it's something else that God has planned for you.
Yes. That
is going to be able to help you grow, to get you to the next step. And that's actually, it's just a test. It's a test to go through those rough times. But in the end, you struggle through it, but in the end, you become successful.
Yeah, absolutely. You go through those tests so you can have a testimony for yourself or to share with others, so we all can do this as a community because, hey, we all have those different things that happen inside of our life.
Yes.
And if I'm able to share with you, hey, this happened to me too, then it can help you as you are going through it. So
absolutely.
That's awesome that you provide that counsel for the people that you work with your new business. Now, I know you're opening the business or have the business going where you're doing the consulting, and I saw somewhere that you are have been nominated to be an author of the year.
Yes.
That has to be exciting for some of the things you got going in the future.
Yeah. I really give it to God, because I say you just never know where He's taking you. So with my books and my book that's coming out, I was nominated as one of the authors of the year. So I'm telling people, please vote for me. Please vote for me. It's on LinkedIn. It's on Facebook.
Okay.
Because I want to be in that space too. I mean, we're going to get rewarded anyway. But yeah, that's exciting for me.
Yes, definitely.
Also, I was part of a magazine last week, Ethereal Magazine. That's on my Facebook page as well.
Okay.
I'm in that article as well.
Yeah, well, make sure to go out and visit Wanda's social medias and her LinkedIn, her Facebook, and her website. We'll get you all that information in a few minutes here, but we want to talk about you. I know you got being an author going on. What are some of the other things that you have in your future that you want to share with us?
Well, I do mentoring. I do mentoring in the middle schools.
Okay.
Here in Acworth, Kennesaw, and I want to help young girls.
Okay.
Be able to have that self-esteem, confidence, and I think that's why it's helping me as well. Because with my books, I actually went through. My daughters read my book, and they said, "Mommy, you need to go to therapy." I don't need to go to therapy. What do I need to go to therapy for? But actually, when you go through this, writing a book, you actually build things deep down inside. So it brought it out. So I am going to therapy.
Okay.
That's helping me get to that next step of my life. So having that, and then being able to get out in the community to do speaking. That's another thing I'm going to be doing. More speaking, webinars. Okay. Seminars, whatever I have to do just to get the word out. Say, I'm there to help, and what can I do to help? So motivational, and also educational.
Right. That's awesome that you shared that with us, and I truly do appreciate you sharing about the therapy, because it's very similar to what you're doing when you're counseling your people that are coming up under you.
Absolutely.
It is talking it out, discovering some things that you may not even known were there.
Yeah.
And then getting in front of you and then working through it from there. So, I definitely appreciate you sharing that part. Now, with Burn the Ship, we definitely talk about the businesses. You've shared with us about Legal Shield, being an author, being a mentor, helping counsel these business coaches. Yeah. Let's just say now that you have legalized everyone. You've gotten all your New York Times bestseller books going on. What would you do if you didn't have to be working and helping? What is it that you would do for yourself?
I'm a travel agent too.
Okay.
So I love to travel.
Okay.
I love to travel. But as far as sitting down, not doing anything, I was just talking to one of the young ladies. I said, I feel like doing it. I do it sometimes, because sometimes you need to take that time for yourself. So I have been traveling a lot this year.
Okay.
I actually went to Hawaii. Well, Legal Shield sent me and my husband to Hawaii.
Nice.
With the performance club that we've done, and also a cruise. I just came back from New Orleans.
Okay.
And I have 6 grandchildren, so I babysit my grandchildren.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, Roger, this is a funny story, because I took my 2-year-old and 5-year-old granddaughters to a skating rink.
Okay.
I haven't been on skates in 40 years.
How'd it turn out?
I was on the carpet. So
my goodness.
I was on the little thing that my granddaughters did too. I was helping them, and they were helping me. So, just being able to be accessible to my grandchildren. We'll be going to North Carolina end of November to babysit the other 4.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing. But I'm gonna tell you one thing I told my daughters. Only way I would babysit is if you're on my calendar.
Okay.
You got to be on my calendar. I tell the clients too, you got to get on my calendar.
Yes,
in order to be able to have that time, that special time that I want with each one of us. So as far as what I be doing, probably doing what I'm doing now.
Okay, just going around. So we got that traveling is going to be what you do. Tell us that destination spot that is just at the top of the list. You may not have been there. You may have been there. Where is that place?
Paris.
In Paris. Okay.
I want to go to Paris. I want to see the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
next year, hopefully we actually get to go on our trip to Mexico.
Okay.
Puerto Vallarta, I can't say it.
Okay.
Puerto Vallarta.
Okay.
That's another trip that Legal Shield is planning for. So,
okay, nice. So you already planning on going on the leadership
I'm planning
trip?
I'm putting it out there. God help me get that
Yes,
trip. Yeah?
yes. That's a good deal. Hey, listen, I tell everybody all the time, when you have those goals, you have to set them. First of all, you got to write them down. Because if you don't write them down, they're just ideas.
Absolutely.
But then after you have them written down, you have to speak it. Mm-hmm. You have to speak it. You have to speak it. This brain that we have up here is one of the most powerful tools that are ever been created.
Absolutely.
And if you say bad things are going to happen, just so happen you are going to attract bad things. But if you are putting that goodness out there in the world, it will come back, just because your powerful tool will do it. So let's put it out there. Let's get you on to Mexico for sure.
I'm putting it out there, and I actually have I do affirmations every day.
Okay.
I share on Facebook and stuff, and also myself. I do inspirations in the morning to make sure, like you said, put it out there. Mm-hmm. You got to put it out there on my mirror. I tape it on my mirror as far as what I have planned for today, and that's what's been taking me through my success.
Okay.
The last 5. God, I'll be retired from IBM in 5 years.
Okay.
In December.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good deal. Now, what I want you to do is share with the people how they can get in contact you for any of those services that you have to offer. What's the best way? Social, website, email, phone? How can they get you?
Okay, so you can get me, and I want to make sure I actually have my billing, but you can get me on my website at WD Pearson, Pearson, associates.com.
Okay.
And my email is wanda@wdpearsonassociates.com.
Okay.
And I do have a Bitly that I'm going to actually give that to you as well. But in order to get through my 5M program, you have to actually put this in the website, https://B as in boy, I as in I, T as in Tom, L as in Larry, Y as in yellow, /5M, capital M, system, not with an S on it, just system, SYSTEM, I'm pronouncing SYSTEM. That way you can connect with me and you get you grab your prize.
Okay.
That prizes are actually getting me to help those small businesses to get set up the right way.
Okay.
As well as my books are on my website, That's It to Shine, and The Impact of One Voice, and also my book that I'm doing now.
Creating now.
I am doing now.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you can contact me on that, and my phone number 678-761-5781. Give me a call. I would definitely love to help you. And if anybody that you think that can utilize our services,
okay,
I would love to help.
Well, that's a good deal. Now, of course, the name of the podcast is Burn the Ship, right?
Burn the Ship, yes.
Now, when you were getting done with IBM, you could have just sailed off into the sunset. But what you decided to do was burn your ship and go into business for yourself.
Right.
Now, why would you say that the entrepreneurs, why should they burn their ship and go all in on their business? Why should they do that?
They should do it because you want to build a legacy.
Okay.
The legacy is the most important thing, because you can leave corporate, wherever you are, your job, but you got to keep yourself going just so you can be remembered for something that you left behind. I mean, life is not promised to us. So having that legacy, and I knew when I decided to leave IBM to get into even though we have Legal Shield, it's 24 years we just celebrated with Legal Shield in October. I knew I wanted to do more, and that's when I created my WD Pearson Associates. So create something for yourself. Create something that you can leave behind to your family, your business, as far as you want to make sure you leave that as a legacy. But just keep yourself going, because that's what keeps you young.
Okay.
If you sit down, that's when you get older.
That's right.
Keep going.
I've heard it all the time. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start to die. So
absolutely, and your mind start wandering,
right.
And then you said, "Okay, what am I doing?" So
those idle hands. Yes, indeed.
Exactly.
Well, that's a good deal. Well, I definitely appreciate you sharing that with the entrepreneurs. Now, whenever I do burn the ship, I always give my guests the last word. So the last word can be a poem. It can be a song. It can be whatever it is that you want it to be. So why don't you share with us what Wanda Pearson's last word is going to be?
Okay. I'm just looking for an affirmation.
Okay.
My last word is to get out there, explore. Don't sit down and do nothing, right? Get something that you know you enjoy, that you love doing. And if you actually are leaving a company, but you say, I've always wanted to do this, I always wanted to do that, talk to me. And we can get that out because that's your passion, whatever your passion is, because that's what I'm all about is making sure we bring your passion out. Because your mind is, like I said, your mind is a terrible thing to waste, is what they say. But I want to share this affirmation that I have. I am allowed to be me. So I am allowed to be me to who I am. I am the same way I am today as I was yesterday.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that you remember that too. So always have a positive, not a negative. Positive people carry on, and people will always remember you for your positivity.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that last word. And we truly appreciate you coming on, Burn the Ship, and being a guest with us. Of course, if we can help with anything, please let us know. And today we had Miss Wanda Pearson.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you. All right. Cool. You do good at these things. You acting like